I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. Welcome. We need to have a roll call. Ms. Harris, will you help us with that?
Sure. Councilmember Sellers is absent, but we do have a quorum.
Excellent. Thank you. We have an agenda before us. Is there any changes to that agenda we need to consider?
I'll make a motion to accept the agenda.
We have a motion to approve the agenda. Is there a second?
I'll second it.
Mr. Schmidt seconding, Mr. Welling making that motion, I guess. Any discussion on the motion? There's no discussion. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Are there any opposed? We have an agenda. We have the City Council minutes for September 16th, as well as the work session meeting minutes for September 23rd. Any concerns or comments regarding either of those minutes?
I need to enter a statement for the record.
Okay.
This is in regards to the work session of the October 7th, 2025. For the record, the meeting held on September 23rd, 2025 was publicly noticed as a work session. The city attorney's statement that it was a special meeting was inaccurate. Under WS 164402 a work session is a discussion meeting with no binding action. It was not called or noticed as a special meeting under WS 164404 and should be treated accordingly as properly noticed work session. The agenda may be amended at the start of the meeting by motion, second, and majority vote under standard parliamentary procedure. Further, reclassifying a work session as a special meeting to block discussion or prevent agenda amendments interferes with public rights guaranteed under WS 164403A-C. These provisions require all meetings of a quorum to be open to the public and reasonably noticed, not restricted by prior content approval. Limiting council oversight or public participation under the guise of procedural control undermines both Wyoming Public Meetings Act and Article 120 of the Wyoming Constitution, which protects every person's right to freely speak, write, and publish on all subjects. I have a copy for you to enter in as well.
Okay. We'll go on to other than that, we will acknowledge those minutes, and we will go on to the bills. We've got a warrant register before us with today's date on it. Any questions, comments, concerns? If there are none, is there a motion to approve the bills?
I'll make a motion to approve the bills, Your Honor.
Mr. Perks, motion. Is there a second?
I'll second it.
Welling, seconding. Discussion.
Gotta get my computer going again so I can look at them.
What's that?
Gotta get my computer going again so I can look at them.
Oh.
If there's no further discussion on the bills, all in favor say aye.
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 Aye. Are there any opposed? That takes care of the bills. We have a revenue and expenditure report for July. Same thing there. Any questions, comments? Is there a motion to approve this report?
I'll make that motion, Your Honor.
Mr. Willing with a motion. Is there a second?
Second.
Mr. Lynn seconding. Any discussion? Discussion? If there's none, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Are there any opposed? That is approved as well. Council comments. Ms. Hageman, why don't we start with you again tonight? What's on your mind tonight?
The usual. Just to keep our service members in your mind, things are pretty ugly, and a lot of our service members are deployed. It also triggers our veterans here at home, and we have a lot of them in our community. My son, who's deployed with the 101st, has gone from a background role now that Article 4 of NATO has been enacted. They're now going into a more forward role on closer to the border so yeah, you never know who's in the community and who's touched close, and my boy and the rest of the 101st, or not all of them of course, but his battalion, they'll watch these. They're very proud of what happens here at home. That is why they do what they do, and I couldn't be more proud. And to my son, my warrior, hard flex, boys, you got him. Make them think twice.
Mr. Welling?
I got nothing.
Mr. Perks?
I have nothing tonight, Your Honor.
Mr. Lind?
With it being October, it's Breast Cancer Awareness Month, but it's also, I think, a month to celebrate women in general. And I know there's men that get breast cancer too, but I wanted to say congratulations to the girls golf team who just won back-to-back championships. My daughter became the 4th individual medalist in school history. So even though I was told by our activities director they don't celebrate individual championships, if you see my daughter around, please tell her congratulations. I think it's pretty awesome. She worked her butt off for 4 years to get that done. So
Nice.
yeah.
Mr. Schmidt?
I don't have anything, Your Honor.
I don't think I have anything to add as well, so we'll just move forward. We have no public hearings or special orders, no consent agenda, no unfinished business. Or go to new business, and we'll start there with a discussion and a motion with Digiticket. Chief, tell us what we're doing.
Yes, Your Honor, members of the council. This is, so we've already gone into the Digiticket, and we started to see other parts of the state transition in this county. The sheriff's office has already fallen underneath our contract, and now Mountain View would like to get underneath our contract. The benefit it provides to them is, number one, it reduces cost to the community there, and they have access to all of our already entered data for state statute. There is no cost to the city of Evanston, so it's, while we will not gain anything from this, Mountain View will gain at no cost to us, so I'm requesting the city council to permit this.
We just help them out a little bit.
That's correct, Your Honor.
I'll have to remind Mayor Ayers that we are doing him a favor if we do. So, I think it's a great idea. Is there any questions for Chief Brandish before we?
No, it sounds like a great thing that they can piggyback on our contract. I think it's great.
That just means they owe us, right?
What's that?
That just means they owe us?
Yeah, that's what I said.
Yeah.
I'll visit with Brian and tell him you owe us big. Is there a motion to approve this?
I actually had a
I'm sorry, go ahead.
So when I look this up, and you can help me clarify, it may be just something I'm not understanding, Chief Brandish, but under WS 15-1103A XLII and Evanston Code 2-4, the council cannot obligate or act as a fiscal agent for another jurisdiction without formal intergovernmental agreement or JPB resolution approved by both entities. There's no evidence of an IGA in here or a joint powers board in the packet. So it just presents that issue of fiscal responsibility. Can we do this? Or do we need to do more paperwork, or is there more paperwork already been done than I'm unaware of?
Your Honor, council member, as far as I know, this should be okay, but I'd have to refer you to city attorney to answer that question.
Okay.
It's a little more complex than I want to address.
Okay.
Mr. Mayor,
Please.
We're not acting as a fiscal agent for the town of Mountain View under this agreement.
Thank you.
So that section of the statute does not apply.
Is there any further discussion? Let's see. Did we have a motion for that? We did not. Is there a motion to approve this this request to for DigiTicket to benefit the town of Mountain View? I guess.
I'll make a motion, Your Honor,
With a motion?
to enter into a contract with Mountain View.
I'll second it, Your Honor. I think it's a good idea.
Mr. Perks seconding. Any discussion?
So we're the ones that cover the cost, though, right?
No.
Your Honor, council member, we've already covered the cost. We bought the contract for our DigiTicket, and all the costs outlined here are actually costs for Mountain View. If you notice, there's just 2 units, and that's because they have the chief and 1 officer, and this is their cost to get on to make their computer system work to be able to issue tickets digitally.
Oh, okay. So this is their cost. I'm looking at here. This is their cost.
That's their cost, not our cost. That's correct.
They're just piggybacking on with us, but they're covering their own expenses. That's the way
So that funding comes back to Evanston, correct?
Your Honor, council member, no, it does not. We have a contract with DigiTicket, and we pay DigiTicket already. They will be paying DigiTicket themselves for the additional licenses to utilize it.
Thank you.
Anything more?
No, I could be a little clearer. Maybe we could just make sure that 164405 is just broken out a little bit better, and just in case, and we need to do things procedurally accurately for the city. So I'm all for it, don't get me wrong, I'm all for it, but it's government and the paperwork has to be in line.
Any further discussion? If there's none, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Are there any opposed? That passes. Thank you, Chief. We will go on to Resolution 2564. Let's see, are these 64 and 65, are they both roughly the same?
Your Honor, that's correct. They're exactly the same. They're different contracts because one is occupant protection and one is impaired driving, and I can talk about them together.
Okay. Mr. Harris, would you like to read those titles? And
Yes, Mr. Mayor, Resolution 2564 is a resolution of the City of Evanston, Wyoming, authorizing the execution of a subaward agreement between the Highway Safety Program of the Wyoming Department of Transportation and the Evanston Police Department to receive grant funds for occupant protection and high visibility enforcement. Resolution 2565 is a resolution of the City of Evanston, Wyoming, authorizing the execution of a subaward agreement between the Highway Safety Program of the Wyoming Department of Transportation and the Evanston Police Department to receive grant funds for impaired driving, high visibility enforcement.
thank you. Chief, please.
Yes, Your Honor, members of the council. So we've engaged in these contracts ever since I've been at the police department and before, so more than 25 years. What they are is there's one for occupant protection and one for impaired driving, and these are federal funds from the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration, we know as NHTSA, and they're given to the Wyoming Department of Transportation, who filters them down to us. We become the subrecipient. They're basically pass-through funds for our agency for reimbursement for man hours. When we're working the occupant protection, now federally that's the focus on seatbelt laws. In Wyoming, seatbelts are not a primary stop. So basically the officers engage in additional traffic enforcement. If they pull someone over for a seatbelt violation, they receive a citation for that. For the impaired driving, we get additional manpower on the roads during certain high-risk periods, so like around New Year's, around Christmas, and they're focusing on impaired driving. And they reimburse the overtime fees for the city of Evanston.
Nice. Excellent. Is there an introduction on Resolution 2564?
I'll introduce it.
That, Your Honor.
Mr. Schmidt?
I'll second it.
Is there a motion attached to your introduction, Mr. Schmidt?
Yes, sir.
You're seconding that, Mr. Welling?
Yes, sir.
Okay, we have a motion and a second on Resolution 2564. Is there any discussion?
Again, just,
ahead,
it's
please.
procedural more than anything else. I'll make this short, that it explicitly says that the MVPD is bound by all provisions within Evanston's PD's original purchase agreement. And that means that Evanston is now effectively the contracting party for another city's police operations without Saltus billing routed through Evanston's master contract. There is no council resolution authorizing the creation of a consortium or the assumption of liability. That's YDOT, State Procurement Laws, 166101, which is required for joint powers agreement. And why the paperwork has...
Is this Resolution 2564 you're talking about here?
Yeah, and why it matters is
To do with
because
Mountain View.
What?
This is, Resolution 2564 is a resolution between us and the Highway Safety Program Department.
The YDOT? Yeah, and so it just makes the taxpayers vulnerable, Evanston taxpayers, to mishandled data or anything else if we don't have something in writing.
I'm not following.
Your Honor, we have contracts. These are about 13-page contracts. One's for the occupant protection, one's for the impaired driving. They're basically mirrored one another. They just point out different things. And all this contract really does they say if we put additional resources out at peak times when it's the greatest risk to the public, they will reimburse us for our wages. And so if one of our officers does make a DUI arrest, we handle it just like we would any other DUI arrest. They'll come through city court. The fines will be handled, processed through city court. And the only thing what we're getting in return is we're getting more manpower out there at the dangerous times, and they're reimbursing our wages for these times.
Exactly.
At elevated times, we'd be required to put additional officers out anyhow, and this is a way that the city can actually receive federal funds to cover this.
And we have used this program, or both of these programs, we have used these for several years now that I'm aware of. Is that?
That's correct, Your Honor. Not just us, but there is a lot of agencies in the state that utilize them.
Yeah, absolutely.
Your Honor, if I might add, I mean, I entered into these contracts years ago with the state of Wyoming, and we've never had any issues with any repercussions or anything. It's a good program for law enforcement to be able to recover funds.
Excellent.
Mr. Mayor,
Please.
one other additional thing. I just want to make sure I get the right page. If you go to page 12 of 13 of both of the agreements, you'll see that they have been approved by Tyler Renner, Supervising Attorney General.
Excellent, thank you.
There is no joint participation or joint powers board or joint cooperation agreement. This is a contract. It's been approved, just formed by the Attorney General's office and the City Attorney's office. Thank you.
Appreciate that clarification. Is there any further discussion? If there is none, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Are there any opposed? Now is there an introduction on Resolution 2565?
I'll introduce with the motion to pass.
Mr. Welling with a motion to pass. Is there a second?
I'll second it, Your Honor.
Mr. Perk seconding. Discussion. If there's no discussion, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Are there any opposed? That's approved as well. Thank you, Chief.
Thank you, Your Honor, members of council.
Our next item is to consider the appointment of Jeffrey Phillips as an alternative municipal court judge. Mr. Harris?
Thank you, Mayor. This is really for the request of Judge Stout. He is dealing with some family issues. As the council will remember, in January, the mayor appointed Clayton Thomas as the alternate judge. That was confirmed by the council. Clayton is basically retired to a large extent, and so in order to make sure we had a fill-in for Judge Stout, we wanted to appoint a new alternate judge that would have the ability. Mr. Phillips has been contacted. He has consented to serve in that capacity. This is something that reappointment would come up in in January.
Okay,
Next.
sounds good. We appreciate Mr. Thomas's service there. I'm good friends with Mr. Thomas, and I know that he's kind of slowing down and getting ready to retire, so we appreciate his service and we appreciate Mr. Phillips' willingness to help us. Is there a motion to make this appointment?
I'll make that motion, Your Honor.
Mr. Perks, is there a second?
I'll second.
Mr. Lynn seconding. Any discussion?
So just so I'm clear, that he's replacing Thomas, and then it'll become reappointment in January? Is that what you said?
That is correct, Mr. Mayor.
As the alternative?
Yes.
Alternate. Judge Stout remains the city judge, so this be the alternate.
But both, and if I wasn't clear, I apologize, both those appointments would come up in January.
Both of them, though?
And the, yes, and the alternate. I'm sorry I didn't make that clear.
And will we, in the time period between now and January, will we get a supporting application, term length, that kind of stuff before us? I don't see any problems with it, but again,
I'm sorry, I don't understand the question.
for the alternate judge, we need a supporting application, a term length, and just so we know what's going on beforehand.
The term length is 1 year per Evanston City Code, as it is for all department heads, and we would not appoint an alternate judge or any appointee unless they consent to the appointment. That's why we contacted, in this case, Mr. Phillips first. We do not have express an application for appointment. It's not required, but we do get their consent to serve.
But we will get that paperwork under 56203C. Right?
Not going to say you will, not going to say I'm not. I don't know. Not required.
I think this is something we've approached Mr. Phillips on, not Mr. Phillips approaching us. We need his help rather than, more than he needs our appointment. Any further discussion? Then all in favor of appointing Jeffrey Phillips as an alternate municipal court judge, say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Are there any opposed? That is approved then. Comments from departments. Mr. Newsom back there to the left. Do you have anything for us tonight, sir? Okay. Mr. O'Neill. Ms. Larson.
Just a reminder, early voting started today for the special election.
I saw the signs up outside of the courthouse, so, yeah. Mr. Robinson. No, sir. Ms. Lim. No. Chief Financial, have anything more for us?
No, sir, thank you.
Ms. Harris.
No.
Mr. Harris.
Thank you, Mayor. The invited action by Council President at the September 23rd, 2025 Special City Council meeting in calling for amendments to the agenda of the meeting without providing a minimum 8-hour advance public notice deprives the public, press, remaining council members, and staff of required public notice and is in violation of Wyoming Statute 16-4-404B. The Council President's email communication of September 23rd, 2025, sent after the meeting was concluded, contains facts that are erroneous and or irrelevant and contains legal conclusions contrary to law, which, if pursued, would have resulted in another violation of the Open Meetings Act. Thank you, Mayor.
Thank you. Public participation. Is there anyone here from the public that would like to address the council for any reason? Senator, I should have recognized you at the beginning of the meeting. I apologize for that.
I will not be recognized most of the time.
We're glad to have you.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor and Council. Yeah, it's just been good to be around for a couple of weeks. I've been able to run into some of you here and there. Just wanted to say thank you to the Mayor and Council for allowing us to have our semi-quincentennial meetings here at the city. And we have Rocco and Mika both serve on that committee. Just what they want to do is do more meetings. But we just got the approval for the county. We were one of the first counties to get a resolution from our county commission. We have to have a county council in place and a resolution from the county commissioners in order to move forward with money, grants, and that sort of thing. So the state has approved I can't remember right now if it was 2 million or 3 million. Isn't that terrible? I should know. But anyway, we had our grant approved through the county, and so they'll start, ordering some things. They've got some neat projects, I think, in mind. But I just wanted to also say that, and now that all the counties have had an option to apply for those grants, now it's wide open for cities and also for NGOs to apply for the money. And I think there's still, I want to say about 500,000 left. So if you know of anybody that wants to apply for the 250th, just have them go to wyoming250.com and apply. And as long as it meets the mission of what the committee wants, then I think they'll have a pretty good chance of being approved. So we're doing some pretty cool things. You've probably heard about some of them, but we'll try and get some press releases out here in the next month or so to kind of let people know. So if you have questions, let me know, but thanks again for letting us use your meeting room.
Excellent. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
Good to see you. Anyone else?
Do I have to say my name again?
Yes,
Kathy
please.
Cook, 912 Main. I just wanted to let you know, once again, I ran into a visitor from out of state who thinks our city is awesome. I happened to take them over to the Roundhouse. They were very enthusiastic about the whole thing. The 4420 in there, they said they were train enthusiasts. They didn't know that we have all this and that we should be very proud that we have what we have here. We have a gem. So I just wanted to let you know there's a lot of people that is excited about the 4420 getting finished, and just want to say that.
Thank you. Appreciate that. Anyone else? Yes, if there's no one else, I'll entertain a motion to adjourn. Welling, is there a second?
I'll second it, Your Honor.
Mr. Schmidt seconding. Any discussion? No discussion. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Or any opposed? We are adjourned. Thank you, everyone.